Lots of things. I mean, companies still call us and seek to locate here because they want to be close to an airport. I mean, that's probably one of the big factors that they look at is clearly still location. It's really important to them that, when they pick a location that their executives can fly in and out quickly.
Okay.
So how close they are to the airport. But that probably becomes less of a factor in maybe the last 5 to 10 years because clearly you travel less now as an executive. There's a lot more telecommuting and a lot more things are done online. So, once they get past that location issue, they also look at things like, our quality of life. So they are going to look at the school district, how close we are to educational and cultural resources. So, how quickly can you get to the city, but maybe not live in a city environment. They look at our school districts, they look at our parks, libraries. So they look at all of those resources combined. And we've had some major international and national corporations look here, in the last few years, and those are all things they come talk to us about. And as a township, those are all things that we actively try to market. So, we have brochures and on our website and things that we really try to talk to executives about. Yes, those are hugely important. And another thing that Moon has done very successfully in the last few decades is transportation. That's something that's really important to businesses for a variety of reasons. One, depending on the type of business that they are, they need to be able to move what they may produce very quickly, and it's also an access issue. You can build, whether it's a corporation that has to move things in and out by vehicle, or just move their employees in and out by vehicle. If you can't get to work relatively quickly, then you're, as a company, you're dead in the water. And Moon has been very successful with their transportation authority, being able to partner and build good transportation. It's also very important to businesses when they choose a location if they're going to do actual physical construction. In Pennsylvania, the cost of building centers very much around the cost of building transportation. In Pennsylvania, the state and the county and local government don't pay to put in the interchanges and the intersections and the red lights. As a company, you're responsible for building that, whether you build it as a company or whether you're a developer building an office space. So the ability of the township to have what we call pad-ready sites and have those areas ready for companies to come in has been a major factor in people choosing Moon Township. And that is a very successful partnership between the township, the school district, and our transportation authority. We might have, fought to get a business between Moon and Findlay or Moon and Robinson, but today you'll see more of a cooperation between the adjacent communities. So if a business comes to me and says, well, I'd like to be in Moon, we may look at them and say, you might not fit here. You might not fit into our zoning. We might not have enough land, but maybe you would fit better in Findlay. We look at our competition more as, where else in the region they could go. So it might work better for us to cooperate with Findlay and North Fayette and Robinson versus losing someone to Cranberry or to South Point. So, we have a good relationship and a good fit with who's around us. And you can kind of look at how we've all grown together. Robinson has a really robust shopping area.
Yeah.
And, North Fayette has housing that sometimes won't fit here. And Findlay definitely has, they're more rural in nature, but they also have really big industrial parks where some of those businesses just won't fit here. So it's more cooperative by region. And then if you spread that out, nationwide, as an area, we all want people to come to Allegheny County and Western Pennsylvania versus losing them to maybe, Chicago or another, airport industrial area. One of the things that, and I don't know if you saw this on the site, we're actually in the process of redoing our site, so I'm not sure which pages you look at each time. But one of the things that Moon frequently talks about is the fact that Allegheny County, clearly is the city that you think of when you think of Allegheny County, or Pittsburgh is. But Moon Township is also very much a large city in Allegheny County. Our population is close to 23,000 residents, but that population, we estimate, probably comes close to doubling during during the day. If you count all of the people that come into Moon to work go to school at Robert Morris, so we double our population, which very much makes us operate like a city. So, if you talk to anyone in Allegheny County, they say, oh, well, the city of Pittsburgh is our major city, and clearly they are. But we are also a major city in Allegheny County, combining the airport and all of these corporate headquarters. And, expand that out a little bit now to add, Findlay, Robinson, and North Fayette as they have grown. This part of Allegheny County functions like a major city. So people are starting to look at that and study that concept of an airport having a city that surrounds it, and it functions very much as an economic generator. So that is equally important. Not every business wants to be headquartered downtown, and while we certainly thrive off each other, the airport, Moon, and the airport region couldn't survive without having downtown Pittsburgh. No, that is actually part of one of the things that we do to stimulate business. We do not have a business tax that taxes the proceeds of the business. We do have the one tax that people throughout the Commonwealth pay is you do pay $52, which is called a local services tax. So the employees pay a tax, that's standard throughout the state, and that tax goes to pay for the services that you use while you're essentially working in the municipality. So the fire, the ambulance, the salt, and the public safety and public works. But we don't actually tax the proceeds of the business.